return to left back. Stephen McCarthy. Some thought he might miss this game with the shoulder dislocation that he suffered last game. Zach Shalowski offside, trying to latch on to the long ball from Chris Tierney. And Jay, I did it. I knew I was going to do it. Greg, my old partner, 5 seasons. Yeah, I did the first game. Greg, what are your keys to the Reds want to win here tonight?
Well, I think one of the main keys is depth in the midfield, and that means Stephen McCarthy lying deep so that Nick LaBrocca and Blair Gavin can't run through them too much.
Now finds Joseph. Shalrie turns, chips it, and it's, oh, what a miss! Ryan Cochran, it was easier to score than miss.
He has to put that one away. A wonderful play from Shalrie Joseph, who's starting up higher throughout this game already. He gets great space. Chivas USA defenders back off. Almost looked like Joseph was going to go to goal. And then Cochran coming out of nowhere. He could have put this in with his chest. He could have used his eyelashes to put this one in. Great ball from Shalrie Joseph. Cochran needs to put that away. Just pound it through.
Moralio seems intent on showing that he's going to work hard out there, not just floating.
Yeah, but he's a little frustrated that the ball is so easily then played into Simon Elliott.
That's a good ball in, a tester, and it's 1-0. Chivas USA, manufactured by Nick LaBrocca from the right flank. However that's credited in terms of the scoring, it might be Moreno, but Nick LaBrocca put that in, and the Reds made a hash of it.
Yeah, and it actually starts up top when Corrales makes the defensive run, then he relieves pressure out to Simon Elliott. Great ball in right there from LaBrocca. And Moreno getting in behind Barnes. I'm not really sure whether Barnes maybe heard Reese calling for it, and so he dropped off. But he steps ahead of the ball here, thinking maybe it's going past him and Reese will pick it up, rather than going for the ball. Great ball in from LaBrocca. Really fantastic ball. And Moreno doing what he does best, getting into dangerous positions, fearlessly going after the ball and knocking it past Reese.
Ooh, Alston left that short, pounced on by Moreno. Alejandro Moreno. Reese bails out Kevin Alston. That was a space-out moment.
That was a space-out moment. Shalrie Joseph comes in to help, and Alston really just drops the ball to nobody. I think the most frustrating thing is not necessarily that he loses the ball. Sometimes this happens. It's that he stands there and watches as Moreno goes after the ball. He's actually still standing there. You can't even see it, but he's still standing there watching the play.
Flores. LaBrocca is through and he's onside, racing back to get goal side. Barnes, the shot right into Barnes. LaBrocca gets it back and makes it 2-0. Calamity for New England, and they're down 2 at home.
And that's really just good fortune for LaBrocca. Darius Barnes did well to track back and pick up LaBrocca as he came through. It's unfortunate for Barnes because he does well defensively originally, and then the deflection just drops right back to LaBrocca. There's nothing he really could do in that case. You can see Barnes in the middle making the tracking back run, uses his speed, does well, and here's the block, and then he's just unlucky that it falls right back to LaBrocca. But really, it's a giveaway in the midfield originally. Alston on giving it away, bad ball in, and away Chivas goes quickly on the counterattack. LaBrocca continuing with his scoring season. So Ernie for Philadelphia Union, also a small young guy.
Oh, here he is. Fagundez, he's in, he goes down, and he draws a penalty. Instant impact from the 16-year-old, and they're on their feet here at Foxborough. This is dynamic.
Yep. It's a great run. He cuts in right there, and that's when he goes down. Good touch from Mensali, and there's a great touch there. The cut in. It's a swing. I don't know how much touch Pearce actually gets on him, but it's enough that it knocks him off of his run.
Joseph had one saved on June 10th. He made his last one. He runs up and buries it. 2-1. Joseph with his team-leading 7th goal of the season. That was a decisive penalty.
There it is. Upper 90. Nothing Kennedy can do about the penalty. He's still angry about the fact that the call was made in the first place.
He runs onto it, and then Solly calls for it. Danny still going. Now he cuts it. Oh, the shot there by Benny blocked. Feilhaber tricks his way. Crosses over the head of Fagundez. Deflected. Corner kick.
Great
wow,
work.
what action out here.
Great work from Benny Feilhaber. Niasi still down as he made the diagonal run toward the middle. He ends up getting clobbered right before he gets rid of the ball to Feilhaber. But Feilhaber, once he gets it, he brings it down. Nice little turn right here. 2 defenders, a third one coming at him, creating that space. I think he was probably going for the cross. Yasi running into Umana.
It's set to deck in. If you think about like overly physical red cards, Phelan's may be the only one. The delivery now, Mensali, McCarthy, Joseph to save. What a save! Dan Kennedy somehow used his fingertips to just scoot that out of the goal mouth. Nearly a 2-2 game, just inches away from being so.
Oh, Shalrie Joseph wishes he had this one again. Great ball from Tierney to the far post. His set pieces have improved. And McCarthy does well to get up and over his defender. Shalrie Joseph's alone. Kennedy makes a save. Looks like it didn't go over the line, at least from that angle. It's hard to tell.
Nagamura.
Too much space there for Courtois. Nobody stepping up.
He turns and finds Braun, who plays Jazic, who squares it. Trouble for the Revs here. And indeed, it is 3-1. The Revs opened up. Moreno with his second goal of the game. You highlighted him in the opening. Greg, he's always caused trouble for New England tonight. He has been their bugaboo yet again.
Yeah, and this was again too much space given. Nobody stepped up to pick up Courtois when he's got the ball about 30 yards right there with all that space. Nobody picking him up. And Kevin Alston burned on the outside by Jazic, who runs around him. A little bit unlucky in the middle there from Tierney, because it looks like he does well to defend the play originally, but the Revolution defense pretty much carved up, and I think that they can blame themselves in that one.
The Revs trailing by 2 with 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go here. Long by Alston. Fagundez battling. He's in. He shoots. He has his first professional goal. 3-2. No time to celebrate. Shalrie Joseph digs it out of the back of the net. The Revs are not out of this game because of 16-year-old Diego Fagundez.
I love that he tries to celebrate, and then it all of a sudden flickers in his mind. He's like, wait a second, we're still losing, and there are a couple minutes left to go. Good ball out of the back from Alston, probably the best ball he's played all night long. Fagundez getting away with a little bit of a tug on the jersey. And he does a great job to finish as soon as he notices the space. Doesn't worry about the pressure from Kennedy coming out. Shalrie Joseph takes care of the first defender. Fagundez getting around Valentin.
Curls across. Joseph knocks it down. Shot for handball. The shot. Oh, saved by Kennedy. Perhaps a game saver. Now Mensali spins it in. Joseph's there, the header. He couldn't get around on it. What action in the box. In the end, it does not result in a goal for New England, who nearly scored, but for that man, Dan Kennedy, who's made 2 important highlight reel saves for the Goats.
That was an incredible save. I think there is a good shout for a handball originally as the ball comes across. Joseph goes up for a tackle. I'm not sure who it is there, but he plays on. And it's Kennedy with a one-handed save, getting to his right. Shalrie Joseph just whipping a volley in, getting a lot on it. But Kennedy, that's 2 incredible saves to preserve things for Chivas USA.
And there's the whistle for full time. So despite all the excitement, the home fans go home disappointed